There are a lot of things that can go wrong with a software program once it is in the hands of end users. You can never rely on these users to do exactly the correct thing every time. This could be a user typing in an incorrect password or entering their date of birth into an input box designed for their email address. It could also be a malicious user trying to attack your software in order to cause it to break or to try and damage or steal data. Defensive design is about ensuring that your program code is developed in a way to prevent your users from being affected by their mistakes and prevent malicious users from causing harm. There are a number of ways to do this, with some key ones including user authentication, input validation, and code maintenance. As we've mentioned, one of the key ways of protecting our systems is through authentication. Authentication is where you make sure that someone using your system is who they claim to be. The simplest way to authenticate someone is with a username and matching password. A user would enter a username and their password. If the username exists and the password matches the password that is linked with that username, the user is authenticated. Usually, usernames and passwords are held in a table or a 2D array. In this table, we have a 2D array called login, and you can see that users UID 002 and UID 004 have the same password. Let's say we were trying to check if a username and password that is inputted matched an entry in this array. Let's look at the key parts of this Python code. On line 7, we start to loop through all of the rows of our array. After this, we check to see if the current row's username, column 0, is equal to the username the user has inputted. If we have a matching username, then we check to see if the password in this row is equal to the password the user has inputted. If it is, we display a welcome message. So, defensive design is about ensuring that your program code is developed in a way to prevent your users from being affected by their mistakes and prevent malicious users from causing harm. Our program code could face misuse that is accidental, mischievous, or malicious. Authentication is when you verify that a person using your system is who they say they are. This will usually take some form of check against a stored user ID or password.